Hi everybody, my name is Matt Woods. I'm a working musician based out of Central Iowa, and I just wanted to take a minute to give you a review of the Nocturn El Pescadoro Reverb and Preamp pedal. This is an unbiased review. I paid full retail price for this pedal, and I've been using it quite a bit, so I thought I'd give you a little run through and my impressions on it. Playing my Eastman T386 335 style guitar. I'll kind of work through the pickup positions during this demo, and I'm playing a Keely Relativity reverb, which is basically a blackface Princeton clone with a 12-inch speaker. So here's kind of my just the amp sound, and I'm just using the camera mic for this demo. There's the bridge pickup and the neck pickup on that. So first of all, let's start off with the reverb, since I'm kind of the kind of player that always has reverb on, and I kind of like a lot of it. So this is sort of based off the Chess Studios room sound reverb from the 50s and 60s. So if we turn that reverb side on, you've got your reverb side over here and your preamp over here. And you've got an adjustment for wet, so that's the amount of reverb. I believe this is called smoke, which is kind of a tone, brighter or darker. And dwell is the length of your tails. So there's also a setting for shallows or subterranean. So I'm on shallows right now. So kind of a nice, kind of a room reverb. It's not really a typical Fender style spring reverb. And I've got it about 11:30, 12 o'clock on the wet knob here, so it's pretty wet. You can dial it back for something a little more subtle. Or maybe a shorter delay or a shorter tail. Let's see if I can get kind of a, I haven't tried this before, but I'm going to see if I can get almost like a slap back sound. So I'm going to crank the wet and make the room real small here with the tail. So pretty versatile there. I tend to leave it at about, well, it depends. I'm not pushing the amp real hard, so maybe about 11 o'clock on all the controls here. And then it's also got this subterranean mode, which gets really crazy. So this is going down the well, or the down the drain pipes at Chess Records. So that's a pretty aggressive reverb. I'm even going to crank it up a little bit and kind of see how crazy it gets. So that's pretty, yeah, pretty deep. So let's go over to this, check out the preamp side now. There's a little bit more going on there. So I'm going to put this back to kind of where I like my reverb settings. Okay, so my volume controls are all the way open. I'm on the bridge pickup here. So it's kind of an interesting preamp. This is an octal tube preamp. So this is, I used a blackface style amp intentionally so you could hear how this kind of transforms that blackface style amp. I set it up real blackfacey, scoop the mids, you know, or there's you know, naturally scoop, but I've got the treble up a little bit, make it a little brighter so you can really hear the difference. So it's got two settings on the preamp, guitar and bass. We're going to stay on the guitar for this demo, although the bass side is very usable for even for guitar playing. And here you've got a switch for woolly or bright, and here is grits or chitlins. So I'm going to put it on the woolliest setting, which is on the woolly and grit. So it's going to grind a little bit, really get that tweed sound going. So this is with the preamp at about, what's that, 10 o'clock maybe? And notice how it really pushes that reverb too, which makes it, gives it a real natural kind of sound. Real woofy. I guess I wouldn't call it woofy. It's kind of a, just got that tweed bark. So let's push that a little bit and see what it can do. Pretty noticeable volume bump on that also. So that's grinding pretty hard, and I'm only up about maybe 12:30 or 1 o'clock. Let's see, push a little further here. Now to my ears that's well, it's getting pretty loud, but it's also pretty gainy in that setting. And then here's the neck pickup with that. Yeah, that's barking. Okay, so let's dial that back and check out some of the other modes here. Let's go to, well, just for reference, here's that same setting. On the switches with the preamp dialed back to about 11 o'clock. And then I'm going to go from woolly to bright on the bridge pickup. Back to woolly, bright, so it brightens it up quite a bit, and then we'll go from grits here to chitlins. Which really tightens it up, cleans it up quite a bit, and it's good for kind of that, I guess, that soul sound. That's on the bridge pickup, and then the neck pickup is so there's still some grind there, it's just a little bit tighter. So let's see, what else do we have? Typically what I'll do is with humbuckers, I'll kind of keep it on the bright setting and the grit setting. And then with single coils, like with a Telecaster, I play a lot of telly, so I put that maybe on the woolly side. So anyway, that's the Nocturn El Pescadoro, and please, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. In my opinion, it's a really great pedal. It's doing a unique thing. that there's not a lot of pedals out there doing. And I've kind of gotten in the habit, if I'm just playing a straight ahead blues gig, I'll just take this with an amp and I'll use this as my for sort of my grind and my reverb. So it's been real useful to me. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.